Quickly! Run! Come together! Run! Time! The men are broken and flee! Destruction awaits! At them! Run! Run! The men are broken and flee! Spears! Double time! Apace! Quick, march! We will be victorious! Double time! The battle draws to a close! Our men are being attacked! Our men are being attacked! Here we fight, or here we die! We have the enemy base and victory!
Well, I'll tell you what people said to me in Russia last summer when I was there. They said, we watch...
Spears! Elected general. Spears!
The American-led liberal international order collapsing, and we think that's good, but we don't really understand what you're doing to yourselves. We don't understand why this is being taken apart, but we're happy, and I think they are happy. But, you know, people will look back, historians will look back and wonder, how on earth was this instrument of American power and wealth undermined so systematically by a president who really had so little knowledge about foreign policy?
Well, and Mike, historians will look back at this moment and also wonder why more people were not asking aggressively, and not with guarded words, but aggressively asking, what does Vladimir Putin have on Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Because there is, we were talking about it before, there is no other explanation
That was a performance
than for an American commander-in-chief to actively work to undermine America's most important, most strategic, most vital alliance that it has on the entire face of the earth. The only country this helps is Vladimir Putin's Russia.
Well, history will have a long list of questions that will have to be answered, and that's going to be among them. And another question that's going to be among them is why was there such silence from members of the United States Senate or the United States Congress about what is occurring right now? And Nick Burns, you're a man of the world, former ambassador to NATO, State Department employee. Tell us your view, your concerns perhaps about what is happening when you look at what has happened, a withdrawal from TPP by this president.
Capture the enemy base
Conceding
or
the
kill
Pacific
all enemy
to the
forces.
Chinese who are in Central America, Latin America, Africa, the Middle East, intent on becoming a bigger world power than they already are. Virtually 1 foot out the door on NATO.
Spears!
The collapse of NATO after 70 years perhaps could happen. Give us your view, your concerns about what is happening right now to our position in the world
First
and
blood to
the
Alexander!
relative silence, as we just spoke of, from members of the United States Senate about this.
Mike, I think it's clear now, 18 months into this presidency, that the president is abdicating American leadership. It's in the following way. He's dismantling our alliances and downgrading them. That's been the power base of the United States for 75 years. He's dismantled the trading system that brought us this unprecedented prosperity and is replacing it with nothing. He's just tearing down. And I've just been in Europe, 4 countries in the last couple of weeks. The existential battle right now in Europe is between the democratic government, small d democratic governments, and these right-wing anti-democratic populists that have taken over the governments of Hungary and Poland and are inside the government of Italy. And the Europeans are convinced that Trump's siding with the authoritarian figures because Trump has been praising them privately and publicly, the authoritarian leaders. He's gone after Angela Merkel, and there she is on the screen, big time. A vicious Twitter attack designed to bring her down. He's been extremely critical of the West European democracies. You can't imagine why an American president would act this way. I think it's a radical revolution. If you add in leaving the Iran deal, leaving the Paris climate change deal, we had a power base as the most influential country in the world. He only sees trade imbalances and doesn't credit our allies with anything else. So we're at a critical moment. We do need political leaders to speak out about this because I can't believe that members of the Senate and House think this is all a good idea.
You're in the sense that Nick Burns just mentioned Angela Merkel and the president going after her continually. You're in a sense of the root of this clearly anger he has toward Angela Merkel.
It's one of the biggest mysteries, Mike. Angela Merkel is really the leader of Europe today. Does he resent her strength? Does he resent her because she had a close relationship with Barack Obama, his predecessor? Sometimes even is there anything that Obama touched, Trump wants to get rid of? Does he? I wrote this morning. We'll talk about this maybe, but Trump has this odd, scarred, wounded attitude of somebody who went through terrible financial trouble toward people who are successful and prosperous. The Germans are one of the world's greatest economic success stories. Does he resent that? But he has been going very directly at her with political attacks, saying that the German people are turning against her. He's doing a little bit of that this week with Theresa May, the British Prime Minister, in effect siding with Boris Johnson, who just walked out of her cabinet. American presidents don't do this. Donald Trump makes us forget how unusual this sort of thing is. But as the resentment of Germany, that's the thing that's really undoing NATO, is Germany's at the center of NATO. And it seems very deliberate because it does it over and over again. Call Germany a captive of Russia is the most inflammatory language I can imagine.
Well, David, let's read from your latest op-ed.
Troops are routing!
Trump's
We are capturing their base!
Diplomacy, and you write in part this. The Trump lodging is a much meaner person than the youthful tycoon who vaulted to the top of the world. The current version of Trump sees himself as chief executive, not of a thriving enterprise, but of one that has merely been run into the ground by his predecessors. Rather than warmly embracing longtime partners in Europe, he resents them and their success. He picks needless fights and tries to humiliate people that he feels have slighted him.
I will be remembered.
Trump is looking for new friends and investors. It's almost as if he's ready to fold what he sees as a losing hand and draw a fresh set of cards. One, in this case, bearing the faces of North Korea's Kim Jong-un, China's Xi Jinping, and Russia's Vladimir Putin. And that is, wow, that just matches exactly everything that we have seen in Trump's personality since we first met him, actually.
You two know him and the world he comes from. I just have been struck recently that this is not the ebullient art of the deal, Donald Trump. This is the guy who went through the nightmare of near bankruptcy. This is the art of the comeback, Donald Trump. He's got the scars. He's prickly. And as I said in this column, it's almost as if he doesn't like the hand of cards he's got, so he's laying them down. He's going to draw these new ones. One of them has got a big Vladimir Putin face on it. And it's mighty weird to see him put the Angela Merkel card down and reach toward the stack for Putin. I don't get that.
It's pretty incredible stuff. John Meacham.
Since a lot of us practice psychiatry without a license, David, I'll offer you a theory and just see if you can react to it. What's the role of misogyny here? Does Merkel remind him of Hillary? Does that help explain the Theresa May issue? He does not have a particularly healthy relationship, it seems, with a lot of strong women. What do you think?
I'm going to be careful about venturing toward the couch, but I do think that we see in Donald Trump an affinity for the big guy, the guy who's like Donald Trump. There's something about him and Kim Jong-un as they're walking past the furled North Korean and American flags, and you think there's something similar in these two. You see that when he's with Xi Jinping. I'm sure we'll see it with Vladimir Putin. He keeps saying over and over again, I respect Vladimir Putin. He said about Boris Johnson, a kind of rough, tough, unpredictable British politician. He's a friend of mine. That's a characteristic Donald Trump is. He's a friend of mine. So he's one of the guys. So, Theresa May, Angela Merkel are not one of the guys. They're not in this circle he regards as friendly. Beyond that, I wouldn't dare to guess.
All right, Ambassador Burns, thank you very much for being on the show this morning. We'll be very, very hopeful to talk to you again as this plays out. Coming up when it comes to the president's trade war, what's another $200 billion? Turns out a lot, at least for the American workers bearing the brunt of it. We'll talk about the new tariffs the White House is eyeing against China.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the most anticipated PC build of 2018.
Ever onwards! All hope is lost! Our allies flee! Spears!